been a busy week. I've just picked up this is the Sony, what is this? ZV-E10 Mark II. But yeah, picked up a few other little bits this week, which down here, which I still need to open. And also new things. I'm wearing my new Apex clothing that my girlfriend designed. These are looking really cool. This is not like a rebrand. So I've got like a corporate vibe and then ones like this. This is just one of the sweatshirts, super plain. And on the back, has this super cool graphic. Got this on loads of t-shirts, hoodies, jumpers, and other bits and pieces, but it's really cool. So I've got some of my normal like corporate Apex stuff as well, but I just thought it'd be nice to mix it up with something that's a little bit more fun. She's very talented, and a big thank you and shout out to Alana, my girlfriend, who did it. Other exciting news, new camera. So this is the Sony A7 RV R5. I haven't actually opened it yet, as you can see, but I'm looking with the contents of it are escaping the box. But yeah, looking forward to getting stuck in with that. The reason I bought this was, this wasn't actually the camera I wanted. I wanted the A1 Mark II. I just couldn't get it anywhere. I couldn't be bothered to wait, and I didn't want to buy the A1 Mark I when the 2 has just come out, which is significantly better. Ended up with the R5 or RV, which is supposedly very good. Still has some 8K functions, and I think this is also up near 60 megapixels, so I'm not too sure what the difference is between this and the A1, but supposedly very good. I had a shoot yesterday that would have been perfect to try this on, but it was one of those and I was like, oh, do I do it? Quickly get out of the box and like, it was in the car and try it, but a new camera, exciting times. So aside from spending money, I have been spending quite a lot of time trying to earn more of it. So I've been spending most of my time sitting here today, editing videos, sent out a couple of quotes, just trying to get a bit organized with my diary. The next 2-3 weeks is getting quite chocker. And it's always typical, like you'll have 2 days left in a week, say, available. You book something in the morning in one area, let's call it area A, and then something which is like too far away from area B, which is where the other job is. So you book that one on Wednesday and that one on Thursday, so then you can drive that way and then drive that way, so you don't have to waste too much time traveling, which is what I was trying to do. And then like this third job will come up, which is also in area A, and they can only do the opposite day that you've already aligned the other two with. So then you're always in that dilemma of like, well, do you try and push them back another week, or do you try and rearrange those shoots, or do you just end up having to drive like 2 hours between jobs? That is always a constant one for me. So trying to stay organized, yeah, that's been fun. You don't grow if you say no. So here we go. Anyway, downstairs, the guys from Joe Lister Carpentry have been really busy getting everything done. We have a curve. The curve is curved. Apparently it was a little bit tricky with the plasterboard. It kept, like, in some places it would crack, or it would get these like fold lines. Like here's one that they had done, and it's got like these creases in it. So they had to keep cutting some different, well, I don't say keep, I don't know how many they had to do, but I think they had a few issues like that, but it's looking really good. The size is perfect. They've done a lot of filler and smoothing it off over this half of the wall. Yeah, they're gonna come back and finish rubbing all that back, and then I can get in here and get this painted, get the floor painted, get this scaffolding gone, because now we've got the paneling. This one's gonna be painted black. It's getting there, it's finally getting there. One thing that we have ended up doing with this, as you can see, this is a really small, so if you're shooting anything large or with a person or anything really, there's not a great deal of room. The reason this is so short coming out is because of the up and over door. So we couldn't come out any further, because obviously then you wouldn't be able to get a car or anything in here. I didn't really realize initially that the curve was going to come out quite that far, and it would have to fix to something rather than the floor. The one idea that we came up with, that is, as you can see, is mounted on like a plinth. So what the guys have done is they have created another plinth here, kind of hidden behind this, but which is the same size as the one that's already there. So then when I want to use it for a product shoot, or if I want to do an interview on it or something, it's not going to be something that's used all the time anyway, but what I'll do is push the other one up against it here, and then I'll have a nice big area that we can use as a backdrop. So yeah, that's going to be good. I'm looking forward to getting all that done. I am on my way to the brewery to do some filming today. This kind of like a little PR event thing for an upcoming big beer event that they have going on. So yeah, it's going to be quite a good day. We're going to do some talking head stuff, a little interview between a couple of the organisers, loads of B-roll around the brewery, and then yeah, we're just going to have to put together a little promo. So this is like a half-day shoot. Last night was a late one, still editing and doing stuff at just like 11:30, and then I had to get everything ready for today. So it's been a late one and an early start again this morning, but got to do what you got to do. I did manage to get the A7R5 or RV, whatever, set up as well, so I'm going to try that today. Like, managing expectations as a business owner in this industry is something that I really struggle with. So like, at the minute things are super busy, which is phone's ringing again. That is like a prime example. So I spent most of yesterday afternoon doing an edit, a big edit for a client, a regular client, which is like part of a big promo thing, and they don't want to use it now at all. So that was the second version of the video, and it's taken like a long time. Like, that video took Chris best part of like a day and a half, and that's taken me then again like half a day to make the revisions. And they don't want to use it at all, and not based on anything that we've done in terms of the filming or the editing. They're not happy with the actual context of the content, which is, you know, they're like talking what they said about the product and stuff. They're not happy with the way that they portrayed it, and they think they can do it better. So that is a real, that's just crap. That's annoying. There's nothing you can do. Ultimately, they're the client, it's their video, they're paying you the same. But it's frustrating because that's a couple of days of time and energy gone into something which is just not even going to be used. So that is frustrating. What I was going to say before I had that phone call was about how this morning it's like, things are super busy at the moment in general, which is good. I can't complain about that. In general, that's a great way to be. There's lots of shoots happening, there's lots of upcoming projects, and I'm really grateful for that, and that's great. But that comes with challenges when you're a small business. So we're super busy, which means that most days you're out filming, like today, and it means you don't often get large chunks of time to sit down and edit and go through stuff. And it's not just the two tasks. So you've got filming and you've got editing. Yes, those are the main things, but there's also a lot of other stuff you have to do with running a business. There's social media management we do for other clients. There's the admin side of it. There's emails, there's quotes, there's the business, you know, I've got to do a VAT return, I've got to do my tax return. There's just a lot of stuff that needs to be done. And this is the same for any business person that's a small business owner. There's a lot of tasks to be done, and there's also things that I want to do for myself. The studio needs finishing, there's work I want to do for my own things, and there's just a lot going on. So it's trying to manage people's expectations. So certain clients, it's amazing how a client will email me on a Monday saying, can you do these few changes? And I think, yeah, that's fine, we can do some changes, revisions to your video, whatever. Before you know it, it's like Thursday, and you literally haven't had the 2.5 hours it's going to take to do that. Because like I said, I was doing this at 11:30 last night. There just isn't enough hours, which is where having team members come in, and it's kind of stuck in that limbo phase where I have got Chris who comes and helps me a couple of days a week, and that's like a godsend. But I'm kind of stuck in limbo where I don't have enough resources at the moment to have him any longer for the amount of money that he would need to jump on board for more as well. So yeah, but just manage. So it's all about managing expectations of clients, and they want stuff done at certain times. So you have to give them a bit, because you only got time to do a bit. So I give them a bit, which buys me a little bit more time to get stuff done. It's been a challenge at the minute. I'm really feeling it. It just feels constant. I've had this for times before where there's like, it's been like this kind of, it's really difficult to put it into words, but it's just hectic. There's a lot happening, and it's trying to keep tabs on it all. in my head, and also I need to obviously write it down so I don't forget to do stuff, but my to-do list is just, it's not even a list, it's just pages and pages of stuff. Felt like this before for times, and then it sort of quiets down, but at the minute it's felt like this for the last couple of months, and it's just, with what's booked in, it just feels like this is going to be like this for the next, just for the foreseeable. It's a good thing. It means things are busy, and you know, which is a good sign, but it comes with its own challenges, and trying to grow and manage that as well, it's just a whole nother thing. So anyway, I'll catch up with you in a bit, because I'm nearly there. Quickly get set up. We're in a really small room doing multicam. Got a new 35mm on the FX3, using the A7S III, and I've got the R5 ready to go for some photos, so should be good. FX3, A7S III, R5, and the rest of the gear.
And it's piney, citrusy, got that big hop flavour that you expect from a classic West Coast.
I love West Coast IPAs. That was the thing that started our festivals, was all about.
Yeah, it's the daddy, isn't it? It's the number one. My first ever craft beer was probably a West Coast back in the day, a Sierra Nevada or something like that. The vibe that this brings, really refreshing, really fruity, everything you want from a tropical IPA, really.
Nice, I love that. Desert Island beers.
Yes. Try some of their beers as well.
Brilliant.
So, just wrapping up, it's been a really good day. We've got some great stuff. Look forward to, I'll share the video on this. It's going to be a really short video, but it's a really nice one, I think. It's quite high energy. So, yeah, all done. It's only been like 3-4 hours. I didn't think I was going to have this much time left today to do some extra work. So, head on. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit on my computer here before I leave, and then we'll pack up and head on.
So I'm Greg, co-founder of London and Bristol Craft Beer Festivals, and I'm here at Outland down in Dorset to find out all about it. Giles, tell us a bit about Ireland.
The brand's been around for about 2 years, but comes from an independent brewery that's been making beer for almost 250 years. Our number one is probably our West Coast IPA.
I'm actually going to take the opportunity to copy the files across, do a little bit of admin, and get it all backed up onto a drive so I can drop it off to Chris on the way back, so he can look at that next week while I'm on a couple of shoots at the brewery. Thought rude not to, so I'm gonna have a nice pint while I sit here. And actually, it's a good opportunity to try out my new laptop. So I picked up a MacBook Pro with an M4 Pro chip, which I'm new to the world of Apple. I will do more videos about this, but this is my first Apple product, apart from an iPad. But I've got the new matte display. It is actually insane. This is the first time I've used it outside. There are no reflections at all. So let me just show you this. I don't know how well you can see this, but there are like no reflections on that. There's no glare. I'm quite clearly sat outside and it's very bright, but there's like no glare. Insane. That is actually very impressive. So yeah, finished up at the brewery. All went really well. Managed to get a little bit of stuff done. Phone call with the client I was talking about earlier, and tried to come up with some kind of resolution to that issue. But yeah, overall all is good. I'm just on my way home now. The sun is shining, so I thought I would get the car washed and have it looking lovely for the weekend. I've just still got to head over to Chris's and drop off a drive with the footage on from today and a couple other jobs that he's going to hit into Monday, Tuesday next week. So yeah, it was good. The car was being clean. It's crazy. Anyway, I'll catch you later.